What is a quotient? A quotient is the answer to any division problem. In a division problem, the number being divided into pieces is the dividend. The number by which the dividend is divided is called the divisor, and the answer to the division problem is the quotient. Where does the quotient go? When using long or short division, the dividend goes under the division bracket, the divisor goes to the left of the bracket, and the quotient goes above the dividend, aligned for place value. This symbol is called an obelus. It is used in division number sentences. The obelus follows the dividend and precedes the divisor. The quotient will go on the opposite side of the equal sign. How to find the quotient of a number? Setting up a division problem is a key first step to dividing correctly. First, decide which number is to be divided. That is the dividend. The dividend is divided by some other number. That is the divisor. Then you perform the division. Your answer is the quotient, and any remainder is placed to the right of the quotient. Finding the two given parts, dividend and divisor, is often challenging in a word problem, but in a number sentence, these parts stand out. 25 divided by 5 equals the quotient. Quotient and remainder. When you compute the quotient in division, you may end up with a remainder. The result obtained by division is the quotient, and the number left over is the remainder. Here was a quotient example with a remainder. 34 divided by 8 equals 4 is the quotient, and 2, which is the remainder. How to find the quotient of a fraction? Fractions are already division problems. The fraction bar separating numerator and denominator is signaling division. A more complicated search for a quotient can occur when you are trying to determine the quotient of two fractions, such as 5/9 divided by 10/16. Such a problem can also appear in this form. To divide fractions, you invert the second fraction and multiply. You multiply top to top and bottom to bottom to get 80 over 90, or 8/9. The quotient for 5/9 divided by 10/16 is 8/9, or 8 divided by 9. Quotients appear in algebraic expressions too. You can divide one monomial by another. The variable b in the numerator and denominator cancel out, and the numbers divide readily, leaving you with 3a as the quotient. You can also divide a polynomial by a monomial. You have the polynomial 27x squared plus 36 being divided by the monomial 9x. Separate the two terms in the numerator and divide each by the denominator. This gives you 3x for the first term, 27x squared divided by 9x, and 4 for the second term, 36x divided by 9x. That means 3x plus 4 is the quotient. One polynomial can be divided by another polynomial to get a quotient too. Here is an example of that. The answer to this division problem is this quotient with its remainder.